Love by the Sea, Chapter 1. A New Start. Anna is 20 years old. She is small and quiet. She comes from a big city, but she is tired of noise and smoke. One sunny Monday, she takes a bus to Blue Bay, a little town near the sea. She wants a calm life and a clean sky. She has one suitcase, one old guitar, and one dream: peace. The bus stops in front of the blue church. Seagulls cry above the roof. Salt is in the air. Anna closes her eyes. She smiles. This place is kind, she thinks. She walks to a white house with green doors. A kind woman opens the door. Her name is Rosa. She is the owner of the house. Anna will rent a small room there. "Welcome, dear," Rosa says. "Thank you," Anna answers. Her English is simple but clear. Rosa shows Anna the room. The room is small but clean. A bed, a table, and one big window. Outside the window, Anna sees the blue sea. For the first time in months, she feels light. That night, she writes in her diary, "I am in Blue Bay. I feel hope." She sleeps with the sound of waves in her ears. Chapter 2. The First Meeting. Morning comes with pink light. Anna wakes early. She walks to the market. Fishermen sell fresh fish. Old women sell bread and fruit. Music plays from a small radio. Near a flower stall, she meets a young man. He has dark hair and warm eyes. He holds red roses in one hand and a small book in the other. A rose falls. Anna picks it up and gives it to him. "Thank you," he says. "My name is Leo." "I am Anna," she replies. They smile. They talk. Leo is from Blue Bay. He works in the town library. He loves books and the sea. Anna feels shy but happy. Leo gives her one red rose. "Welcome to Blue Bay," he says. They walk together to the end of the street. Then Leo turns left to the library, and Anna turns right to her house. But both are back at the same time and wave. Anna's heart beats fast. Chapter 3. Singing in the Square. Every Friday night there is music in the town square. People bring guitars and soft lights. Children run around. Old men clap their hands. Anna takes her old guitar there. She sings a slow song about home. Her voice is clear and gentle. The crowd is quiet. When the song ends, they clap loudly. Leo is there too. He brings a tray with 2 cups of sweet tea. "Your song is beautiful," he says. Anna blushes. They drink tea and talk under the stars. Suddenly, dark clouds cover the moon. A strong wind begins. Rain falls fast. People run to their houses. Anna's guitar gets wet. Leo holds his jacket over the guitar. "Come with me," he says. They run to the library. Inside it is warm and dry. Books stand like silent friends around them. They laugh, wet but happy. Leo looks at Anna and says, "The night is wild, but I feel calm with you." Chapter 4. A Lost Letter. Days pass. Anna feels the same, but the words stay in her heart. Anna and Leo meet often. They walk on the beach. They read simple poems together. They share small secrets. One morning, Rosa gives Anna an envelope. "It came for you," Rosa says. The letter is from Mark, Anna's old boyfriend in the city. He writes, "I am sorry. I miss you. I will come to Blue Bay next week." Anna feels a mix of feelings. Mark broke her heart before, but now he wants to see her again. She writes a short answer: "Do not come. I have a new life." She puts the letter in Rosa's red mailbox, but a strong wind blows. The letter slips out and falls behind the box. Anna does not see it. She walks away. Rose's cat plays with the letter. It pushes the envelope under the gate. The letter stays hidden there, forgotten. Chapter 5. Storm on the Water. Saturday comes. Anna and Leo join a boat trip with friends. The day starts bright, but at noon dark clouds arrive. The sea grows wild. Waves hit the boat hard. The captain says, "We must go back." But a big wave breaks the mast. The boat cannot move. Anna feels cold and afraid. Leo holds her hand. "Stay near me," he says. The radio does not work. The sky is black. Night comes early. People pray. After long hours, lights appear on the horizon. A rescue ship arrives. All are saved. On land, Anna hugs Leo tight. For a moment, nothing else exists. Chapter 6. Mark arrives. Monday morning, Anna walks to the library. She sees a tall man at the door. It is Mark. "Anna?" He calls. "I wrote to you. You did not answer." Anna's heart jumps. "I did answer," she says. "But maybe the letter was lost." Mark looks around. "Can we talk?" He asks. They sit on a bench. Mark says he is sorry for the past. He wants a second chance. Anna feels respect, but not love. She thanks him for coming. She tells him that her life is here now. Mark looks sad, but nods. He shakes her hand and leaves for the bus stop. At that moment, Leo comes out of the library. He sees Anna with Mark. Mark hugs Anna to say goodbye, then he walks away. Leo's face changes. He looks hurt. He thinks Anna loves Mark. Without a word, he turns back inside the library. Anna calls, "Leo, wait!" But the door closes. Chapter 7. Silence. 2 days pass. Leo does not answer Anna's messages. He does not come to the square on Friday. Anna sings, but her song is sad. Rosa listens and worries. Anna goes to the library. "Leo is in the archive room," the old librarian says. Anna knocks. Leo opens the door a little. "Can we talk?" Anna asks. "I am busy," Leo answers. His voice is cold. Anna's eyes fill with tears. "It is a mistake," she says, but Leo turns away. Anna walks home alone. Rain starts again. She feels the sky cry with her. Chapter 8. The Hidden Envelope. That night, Rosa sweeps the porch. She finds a dirty envelope under the gate. Rosa wipes the dust and reads the name, Mark. She knocks on Anna's door. "I think this is yours," she says. Anna opens the letter. She sees her own words, "Do not come." She understands everything now. The letter never left the yard. Mark never received it. That is why he came. Anna runs to the library, but it is late and locked. She decides to wait until morning. Chapter 9. Truth in the Library. At sunrise, Anna stands at the library door. Leo arrives with the key. He looks tired. "Please listen," Anna says. She shows the muddy envelope. "This letter is proof. I asked Mark not to come. My heart is here with you." Leo reads the letter. Silence fills the air. Then he breathes out. "I am sorry," he says. "I was jealous and afraid." Anna smiles. "I was afraid too," she whispers. Leo takes her hand. They walk into the library together. Books seem brighter. The old shelves look like rows of witnesses, soft and wise. Chapter 10. The Red Rose Again. Spring arrives! Flowers open everywhere. The town square is full of song. Anna plays her guitar. Leo sits beside her with a small box. After the last note, he opens the box. Inside is a simple silver ring and a red paper rose. Real roses fade, he says. But this rose is paper. It keeps its color. Will you stay with me and keep your color too? Tears shine in Anna's eyes. Yes, she says. The crowd cheers. Seagulls fly over the sea. The sun sets gold and pink. Anna writes in her diary that night, I came here for peace. I found love, storms, tears, and hope. I found my true home. And so the waves sing on, and the story goes from mouth to mouth in Blue Bay. The simple tale of a lost letter, a red rose, and two hearts that learned to trust.